I wasn't supposed to survive that house, but I did. And the worst part is, I think it let me go on purpose because something inside it didn't want to kill me. It wanted to be me. I still remember the exact moment I realized the house wasn't haunted. It was alive. Not in the way people say when they talk about old buildings creaking at night. No, this was different. This was intelligent. And it was learning. The house on Black Hollow Road was too cheap. That should have been my first warning. But I was broke, exhausted, and done arguing with life. So I signed the papers without asking too many questions. The agent didn't meet my eyes when she handed me the keys. She just said, "Try not to stay too long alone at night." I laughed it off. I shouldn't have. The first day felt normal. Too normal. That's the kind of normal that doesn't feel comforting. It feels staged. Like a room set up for a play where you don't know your role yet. Every room was clean, but covered mirrors stood in almost every corner. I assumed it was an old aesthetic thing, until night came. It started at exactly 3:12 a.m. Not loud, not dramatic, just a knock. Inside the walls, I froze in bed. Then another knock, closer, slower, like something walking through the structure of the house instead of the hallway. I turned on the lamp. Instant silence. That was my first mistake, because the house didn't stop. It just learned what light meant. In the morning, I checked everything. Walls, floors, basement. Nothing seemed wrong. Until I noticed the bathroom mirror. It wasn't reflecting correctly. My movements were delayed by a fraction of a second, like the mirror was thinking before copying me. I laughed nervously, told myself I was tired. Then the reflection smiled, after I didn't. That night, I covered it with a towel, but the towel moved in the morning, like something underneath had exhaled. The second night is when the phone started. Unknown number. One message. Don't use reflective surfaces. I didn't have time to process it, because the house responded immediately. Not with sound, with silence. A deep, suffocating silence that made my ears feel clogged. Then, from the bathroom, a whisper. Wet. Broken. Wrong. Like speech learned through imitation, not understanding. I looked. Just once. That's all it needed. In the mirror, I saw myself standing behind me. But I was already standing in front of it, which meant something else was copying me. It had no eyes, just smooth skin where eyes should have been, and a smile that didn't belong to a face. It didn't move like a reflection anymore. It moved like a person practicing being real. I turned around instantly. Nothing. But the mirror still showed it, and it was getting closer. By the third day, I couldn't leave. The front door stopped responding. Not locked, not stuck, just ignored me. Like I had become something inside the house instead of outside it. The walls felt closer too. At first, I thought it was paranoia. Then I measured. The hallway had shrunk. Not by much. Just enough to feel wrong. Like the house was slowly adjusting its shape around me. That's when I realized something terrifying. The house wasn't trapping me. It was fitting itself to me. On the fourth night, I heard it clearly. Not from a wall. Not from a room. Right behind me. You're easier than the last one. I spun around. Nothing. But the air felt heavier. Like something had just learned how close it could stand without being seen. And it liked it. After that, time stopped behaving normally. I would wake up in different rooms. Standing. Watching myself do things I didn't remember doing. The mirrors multiplied. Not physically, but in perception. Every reflective surface started showing something slightly off. A version of me that smiled too long, or blinked too late, or didn't blink at all. And always, it was learning. I found the journal in the basement behind a loose brick. Old handwriting. Shaking. The last owner wrote, "It doesn't live in the house. The house lives in it. It learns through reflection. Once it finishes learning you, it becomes you." I stopped reading there because I heard footsteps above me, walking exactly like mine. I ran upstairs, but the house reacted. The hallway stretched, not physically, not logically, but like reality itself was becoming flexible. The door got farther the closer I ran. The mirrors began to flicker, and I saw him, me, standing in every reflection at once, watching me from angles I wasn't standing in, and smiling like I was late to my own life. Then the reflection stepped forward, out of the glass, not breaking it, just ignoring it. Like glass was never a barrier in the first place. It stood in front of me, almost perfect, almost human, almost me. And then it spoke. I understand now. The lights went out. Not darkness, absence. Even sound felt removed. And in that silence, I heard one final sentence. "You can leave now." I woke up outside the house, barefoot, morning light, birds acting like nothing had ever gone wrong in the world. The house behind me looked normal again, still, quiet, patient. But sometimes now, when I see reflections, windows, water, screens, I notice small differences. A blink too slow, a smile that arrives too early, a version of me that doesn't quite sync with reality. And I understand something I wish I didn't. The house didn't let me escape. It just finished studying me. And somewhere inside it, something is wearing my habits like skin, waiting for the right moment to walk out correctly, as me.